Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Denny if you would. Right here, ready to go, Denny!
Okay.
So, everybody's bitching about the weather all the time, but we've got Seafair this weekend. You guys excited about that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not as excited as I would have normally been because just recently I had to stop drinking.
How many weeks?
What time is it? Well, it wasn't because I wanted to. I can sum up for you in one word why I had to stop.
What?
Facebook. We got anybody on Facebook in here? Raise your hands if you're on Facebook. Actually, raise your hands if you're not.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah, there's 2 people.
It's a height requirement.
It used to be you could go out with your buddies, you have way too many drinks, end up, pissing on a tree, making out with some random girl, throwing up out the window of his car. It was just between you and your buddies. Now, they have this thing called tagging. The next morning, you wake up, you log into Facebook, and all of a sudden, it's not just you, but your family, your friends, their family, their friends. Everybody sees everything from the whole night. Now your buddies can really get you instead of just teasing you about it for the next couple of days. Of course, that wasn't the only reason. Then there's those drunken hookups. I'm sure nobody in here's ever had one of those. I had to chew my arm off 4 times before I even knew there was a term for it. You guys heard of coyote ugly? When I first heard that, I thought that literally meant that you took home a coyote. You just didn't notice the paws or the snout or the hair all over her body the night before. And then the next morning, boop, there's your coyote. Well, there's actually a term for it. Of course, then there's the other thing too. The parties would get out of hand at people's homes. You guys been to a party at somebody's house? You walk in, you go into the kitchen. They got the kitchen table just covered in booze, bottles. There's like 20, 25 fists. There's 4 people at the party. Well, those parties are way out of hand at. And it got to the point to where I could only go to parties like that if I did my research up front and made sure that they had a big dog. Because I knew at some point during the night there was a piece of furniture that was going to get pissed on, and I needed something to blame it on. Then, of course, there's traveling. On the airplanes, they've got those little mini bottles. Those things fooled me all the time because they're so tiny, it looks like you'd need like 4 of them to make a decent drink. Well, you don't. So I was on a flight one time. I'd had, I think, 4 drinks with 4 of those little bottles in each drink, the little dollhouse bottles. And I met this nice girl next to me. So we start talking, and we're, I don't know, at least a mile up. So I said, well, why don't we think about this Mile High thing? So she says, it wasn't hard to talk her into it. I've been mixing her drinks too. We're in the porta potty that they call a bathroom on an airplane. And all of a sudden, we're getting to know each other, and I hear bam, bam, bam on the door. I'm like, oh, uh-oh. I said, I'll be right out. Bam, bam, bam. I open the door a couple inches. I look out. Hey, I'll be right. I'm almost done. She goes, both of you need to come out of here right now. I said, well, all right. So obviously I knew I'd been busted. I said, look, we can't be the only ones on this plane that have tried to join the Mile High Club before. And she goes, oh, no, you're not the only ones, but you're the only one that was banging his elbow up and down on the call button. Oh. All right, that's my time. Thanks.